Caleb, who did you put at 29 for your rankings?
My somewhat local Cleveland Cavaliers. They went 19-46 last year. I don't see them getting much better. They're who they brought in really. I mean, JaVale McGee. That's who you traded for. Damian Dodson's an okay wing. He's probably going to get appear in 15 games. Thon Maker, who they agreed to a summer camp type deal, and they drafted Isaac Okoro. Like that's your vast amount of incoming players. You're not going to get much better. They lost Tristan Thompson, who went to my Celtics. They didn't. I don't know. They got worse, and they really didn't add anything to make themselves better.
Here's my thing with the Cavs. It's just, how do you expect to be good when you have Dan Gilbert as your owner? Just, I don't get it. He's not the type of owner that wants to win. I mean, even when he had – do you remember the time when he had LeBron and Kyrie and Kevin Love, and he wanted to trade Kyrie because he said he didn't want to pay luxury tax to keep all three of them? And this was after they won, coming back from down 3-1 in the finals. So to me, Dan Gilbert's not an owner that's really committed to winning. And losing Tristan is huge. I mean – getting Andre Drummond in the season last year was okay, but he's not a difference maker to me. I mean, I don't know. He might be on the wrong team. I don't see Drummond as a guy in 2020 modern NBA that can really fit with teams.
Nah, he can't. And I'm a Drummond fan, but did you see their coach said that he expected him to be in the defensive player of the year talks? I don't think that can happen. I don't think that can happen.
His game is just it's old school, and he doesn't really have much. I mean, have you seen his free throw?
Yeah, it sucks.
I guarantee you, he's probably a better free throw percentage shooter than you. But my point is, he is. But the point is, he's not going to be there for you when you need him as far as a big man, when you're guarding a Nikola Jokic, when you're playing against a Joel Embiid, and you have these big mans. And yeah, JaVale McGee, that's an okay pickup, but JaVale's not really going to make that big a difference.
Read this for me.
Best foul shooting percentage. Yeah, that's because you're white. Come on.
Well, that was, I won an award for best foul shooting.
What, did you win an award for hardest worker?
No, most underrated athleticism, but that's beside
First one in the gym, last one out, right?
Yeah.
Highest IQ.
It's that slow grind, you know what I mean? They're starting Darius Garland and Colin Sexton in the backcourt. There's not very much spacing. Garland came out as a good live ball shooter, but he can't shoot in the NBA. Sexton leads the league in blocks. He gets blocked the most out of anybody. Isaac Okoro's weakness coming out is his shooting ability. There's one player on that roster that can shoot, and that's Kevin Love. It's not going to go well.
And how much is Kevin Love really going to play? I was watching a video today of Kevin Love angrily coming up to set the screen. He doesn't get to set the screen. He gets the ball, and he chucks it as hard as he can at his teammate. It's kind of toxic.
Yeah, he don't want to be there. I don't blame him either. But his contract, it's got 3 years left, and it's a bad contract.
Yeah, it's a bad deal. And given the fact that Kevin Love hasn't really made a major impact, he's not on many teams' radars, I don't think, this year.
Yeah, it's an ugly contract.
Well, he's not an ugly man, I'll say that. Darius Garland and Colin Sexton, that confuses me, Caleb. Isn't Colin Sexton a point guard, or am I confused?
Oh, he is, but he's going to end up being their shooting guard. He plays a lot of two guard, though, with them because they like to play Garland and Sexton at the same time, which it's actually a fun, nickname for the backcourt, Sexland, it's something fun, but it's
this is a kid's show. Come on.
But that's what their nickname is.
No one says that.
Yes, they do. Look it up on Twitter.
I'm not going to do that.
I'll look it up for you.
Moving on, we're going to our buy or sell. That's enough talk about the Cavs. They were 19-46 last year. Do you see them getting to 19 wins? Yes or no?
No, not in a 72-game season. Absolutely not. I see, maybe no, they're not going to go 20-52. That's not going to happen.
I don't see that happening either. Let's go to our buy or sell segment. Let's go to Cleveland Cavaliers head coach JB Bickerstaff.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. Their skill sets match. Their versatility goes well with one another. You know, I think Andre is an underrated passer. I think we know what Kevin can do with the ball in his hands, but they create opportunities for one another. You know, Dre's ability to dominate the paint allows Kevin to play on the perimeter and space the perimeter. Kevin's ability to score in small spaces and Dre's ability to play vertically allows Kevin to get down in the post. And if they want to bring help, you know, Dre can space the floor with his verticality and being able to throw the ball high to the rim. So, you know, they play well together.
That's JB Bickerstaff, head coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers, talking about why Kevin Love and Andre Drummond will be one of the top front courts in the league. Buy or sell, will Kevin Love be traded this season?
No, he's not going to get traded. We just talked about how bad that contract is.
And you really don't think any team will take him on?
No. And it's too much remaining on the deal for them to be able to just say, wow, we're just going to cut you.
When did he sign this deal?
I think he has 3 years remaining.
He has 3 years remaining at $31 million, and $28 million.
Yeah, he ain't going anywhere.
Well, I'm going to go with sell as well. I don't think there's a chance in hell any team trades for that. That's a very difficult contract to even want for a guy, 32 years old?
Yeah, that ain't happening. I don't know. Woo, that's a bad deal.
Well, that's what you get when you have Dan Gilbert as your owner, sadly. Next one. Speaking of Dan Gilbert has had a lot to say about each of his superstars he's had in the past. I mean, we remember the whole debacle with LeBron and how Cleveland will win a ring before the so-called king does. That obviously didn't work out so well. And now Cleveland's stuck in a position where who knows when they'll get back to the championship. Caleb, buy or sell? Dan Gilbert won't win another championship unless he has a guy named LeBron James on his team.
Buy. He's not going to win a championship ever again, I don't think.
I'm agreeing with you there completely. I think unless he gets a guy named Bronny, then yeah, that's why I said a guy named LeBron James, because LeBron James' son is named LeBron James Jr. So there is a chance, but that chance would just have to happen for Cleveland to somehow get lucky in the lottery.
It ain't going to happen. There's no way they win.
Moving on, let's go to our last one.
3 things you need to know about my quarantine. I hooped a lot, I rode a lot of bike, and I put on a little bit of muscle.
So he said he put on a little bit of muscle. That's Colin Sexton right there. Caleb, buy or sell, will Colin Sexton will be traded over Darius Garland?
Honestly, I'm just folding. I have no clue which one of those guys is going to get traded. They're not going to work out together. They have a cool nickname, but I don't know which one they would prefer to keep. They both suck.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like, do you want Burger King or do you want Wendy's? Like,
yeah,
you're gonna lose with both options. So, I would probably buy just in the fact that Colin Sexton's been there longer, and I think the fact that they moved him out of his position tells me that they're kind of moved on from the fact that he's their future point guard.
I agree.